Of all European countries, Italy has perhaps the greatest diversity of regions and culture. The length of the peninsula makes for a very diverse climate and landscape. It is a Mediterranean country with agricultural land covering much of its countryside. Most of the landscape seems untouched by time, with farmhouses and vineyards dating back centuries still functioning today. While many associate the history of Italy with the Roman Empire, the truth is that it began well before them. The Etruscans were the first people to rule the peninsula, arriving somewhere between the 12th and 8th century BC. They were eventually subsumed within the mighty Roman Empire, leaving little cultural evidence. After centuries of rule by centralized governments and foreign power, Italy finally broke from its Napoleon-led foreign monarchy and was officially unified in 1861. This very recent unification is important to note as it helps you understand why most Italians feel more loyalty to their region than the nation as a whole. When visitors think of Italy, what they are really imagining are the Tuscany and Umbria regions. The cities of Umbria and Tuscany are some of the most visited nationwide, each with a different charm and character. The Tuscan landscape is mainly mountainous and hilly, with a flat area beside the sea. The coastline presents different aspects, offering both long sandy beaches and headlands. From ancient ruins offering the world an insight into the art and life of the Roman Empire, through the Renaissance, the rebirth in Italian culture gave way to a wealth of art and architecture for centuries to come. Since much of the art was commissioned by the church and popes, most of the prominent art and architecture is religious. The Church of St. Francis of Assisi rises up today in the place where the saint had chosen to be buried. The building is composed of two churches, one above the other. The upper church is of Gothic aspect, luminous and slender. The Basilica of Santa Maria degli Angeli stands in the plain laying at the feet of the hills of Assisi, protecting the Porzo Niccolò, where St. Francisco is said to have founded the first group of the Order of the Frati Minori. This is one of the largest congregations of nuns and has been used as a retreat for centuries. The Cathedral of Orvieto is one of the most celebrated pieces of Italian architecture. The work for Orvieto Cathedral construction started in 1290 under Pope Nicholas IV. Work continued over 3 centuries. Generally classified as a Gothic church, it does have Romanesque elements. The round arch, central portal, and the carved reliefs covering the 4 piers of the facade. Sienna's Duomo is a beautiful mixture of Romanesque Gothic architecture designed by architect Nicola Pisano. It is already considered one of Italy's greatest cathedrals, and it would have been the largest cathedral in the Christian world if 14th century plans would not have been abandoned due to the plague of 1348. The Duomo consists of masterpieces from the likes of Donatello, Michelangelo, and Pinturicchio. From distant cities to the heart of Rome, these regions have been home to the most prominent artists for centuries. Bernini's famous creations in the St. Peter Cathedral, Michelangelo's epic sculptures and paintings, and Caravaggio's realistic depictions are all priceless antiquities of a venerable culture. The Tuscany region alone has more classified historical monuments than any country in the world. There are considerable remnants of the Roman Empire all over the country, notably of course in Rome itself, and every region contains its own relics of an artistic tradition generally acknowledged to be among the world's richest. From the rolling hills boasting hundreds of year-old vineyards and 16th century farmhouses to some of the most intricately designed architecture in the world. The Umbria and Tuscany regions are the epitome of the Italian country and culture.